It's a very big team match today on Schmoedown. Not just because it's the final match before the free-for-all this Friday, but this is a type of team match that I think I speak for a lot of Schmoedown fans and reactors that has been kind of necessary for a while. This is a combination of the old school veteran team against the new Youngblood team in an attempt to try and get the newer teams more notoriety, more attention, more publicity. It is World's Finest, a team that was very impressive in their first matchup, going up against Team Trek, one of the most popular teams in Schmoedown today. This is a great opportunity to see how the new teams will fare against the old veteran teams. But without further ado, excuse me, let's get into this match now on JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Out of time, so say goodbye. What is yours now is mine, and I dream broken dreams. I make them come true. I make them for you.
All right, so without further ado, let's do this in 3, 2, and 1. Ooh. Oh, free-for-all promo.
The big first elimination of the game.
It's fun seeing this again, and I actually did a free-for-all reaction with many people from Take 3. I'm not sure when it's going to be put up. Probably Thursday, I guess, the day before. So yeah, that was really fun to watch it amongst a group for the very first time. It's been a lot of fun doing a lot of stuff with Take 3 lately. I've been on their channel more than I've been on my channel over the last couple weeks.
How's it going, guys? If you didn't know
So,
about the Patreon,
yeah.
you guys have a chance to support the Schmoedown. Now,
Hey,
myself, Mark Ellis, we've taken
that
over
symbol
the
looks
production.
familiar.
Basically,
I think.
you guys have 6
Hey,
years
it's
to
right
try to
here.
give back to the fans. Go and check it out right
This just
there.
came
You
in the
wanna
mail
support the
today.
Schmoedown by
Perfect
becoming a
timing.
patron today. Go ahead and do it. Cannot thank you guys enough for all the support you've given us. And yeah, there's some really crazy tiers in there. I'd love to get your opinions on it. Now go enjoy the match. Go do it. It's a good match, for God's sakes.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, that is the last
Uh-oh.
time the match is set. I want you to show up on time like we agreed to. You're not getting a new competitor.
My soda exploded.
Hold on one second. What the fuck is this? I'm going to kill the next person that comes in. Who is it?
Uh-oh.
Mr. McWeeny, how are you? How may I be of some help?
Not happy, Commissioner.
Why?
Well, I think you know why. I had a match that I specifically requested. I wanted either Roka or JT, whoever won that match. Now, I haven't fought Roka yet, and I wanted that. And you know why I want JT. So you take the winner of that, and you give them the only other person I would want, Snyder. I want something. I want red meat. I want a good fight. Make it happen. All right? You're the commissioner.
Whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Commission.
Yeah, just sure.
All right.
Do it.
You want the happy me, yes?
Yes, I like the happy you a lot.
So does everybody.
Yeah.
Let's make me happy.
Sure thing, Mr. McWeeny. Holy shit.
You don't piss off the Godfather. I do everything for you. And this how you repay me. Awesome. Yes, I know that was Utopia, but who cares?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, Mark.
Welcome back
Hello, Mark.
to the
And
movie
Mark and Mark and Mark and Mark and Mark, 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 Mark.
Schmoedown, the team edition alongside Hall of Famer, the legend, Mark Yodi Riley. I am Mark Baby Carrots Ellis. My vision is 2010, and you know, Riley, we have a great matchup here.
That's all right.
today with
Mine
Team
is
Trek versus World's Finest.
not comparable.
Coming on the heels of what an incredible event we had with the live movie trivia Schmoedown. Such a fantastic evening. Now everybody out there has experienced both parts of the vid with the Wildberries versus the Real Rejects, and then Roka versus JTE. Quickly, your thoughts on everything that went down in front of that great live audience.
Well, that was made by the live audience. You guys that came out and supported the Schmoedown, that was one of the events.
Y'all did a great job.
I had a blast watching it, and it was so fun to see, finally, the Wildberries notch a win.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Hey, at least that person got a free Makuga coat, which I didn't even notice when it happened.
Again, looking at that shiny belt, he's back in it. I couldn't be more happier or proud to be a part of that.
Now, you say the fans get all the credit. I would rather give it to the host because, God, those schmoes are so good looking.
They were pretty good. I will give them that.
Full screen live.
What about them reactors? Them reactors did a great job, too.
Again soon at another live event. Riley, today, what a matchup. We have a team that is looking to get back on the right track and looking towards that.
Don't you mean the right track? Ah, so funny.
And then you have World's Finest. They're hot now. They're like Kirsten Dunst in the vampire movie. They got a taste of blood. They beat the Kingsmen, and now they want some more.
Well, much like Kirsten Dunst in Interview with the Vampire, they are on
They
the
played great. It was a shame that I was not able to react to their first match, but it was very enjoyable.
Right with it. So what you have there, but they're hungry, and they're looking at Team Trek as being on the older side of the things here in the Schmoedown. They did get derailed after the Patriots lost.
But that's all right. According to Frank Janish, they're the number 9 team of all time in Schmoedown. So, got that to hang your hat on.
The history that they have there, and it really, I mean, look, they were 3-0 going into that first matchup with the Patriots, and then all hell breaks loose, as usually does when you meet the hated Patriots, because that was actually the match. Fun fact, kids, when the challenge rule had to be invented because it was so controversial, another reason to hate the movie Wall-E, and from then, it's been very hit or miss as the crowd sighs because I don't like that robot all that much.
Yeah, well, this is the
chance
for
them
to get back together, to get there and go forward. Maybe they can take on the Patriots, but don't count out World's Finest. They are hungry. They even called them out in the pre-show interviews. They want to go past this. If they beat Team Trek, they're on the map, and they're looking at the Patriots.
You mentioned the pre-show interviews. Why make you anticipate them anymore? Let's roll the clips.
We're back. Team Trek hailing frequencies.
Well, we released game!
Hey. Screens are up. Phasers are fully pumped, ready to fire. Yes, number one.
There's something a little different today.
What's number? Oh, I think I know what it is. It's this
Check out this bling.
That thing!
The belt.
What's good? It's your boy Black Man up in the building.
Why is Scott
Here with
Mance
Super Zip,
coming out with a
aka
Jurassic
America,
Park
and we
shirt?
back to take y'all, all y'all
This is
suckers on.
not
Round
Team
two, baby.
Park,
We taking on
Team
somebody
Trek.
that apparently thinks they still got the steez. They ain't got nothing. Team Trek?
Team Trek. I'd be scared if it was last year. We are tanned. We are rested. We are ready, and we are unemployed.
We're
Team
both
Trek.
unemployed.
We really are.
We have
unemployed.
nothing else to live for but the Schmoedown.
Dude, we got.
That's alright. We're gonna pay your bills now.
Studying time.
We're new in the league. We're 1-0. Beating Trek would mean everything to us. It would put us on the map, skyrocket us to the top of the league, you know, really put us up against the big guns. And that's what we're here for. We're not here to mess around. We're here to save the day.
You know, World's Finest is one of these new teams. There's a lot of new teams in this league. We've been away for a while, and you know what? We just have to take these new teams out. I'm sorry.
World's Finest?
Yeah.
Says who?
Well, look,
Eric and
look.
Winston?
You know my history, and you're gonna come up against me called World's Finest? I don't think so, guys.
I hate the Patriots in the NFL, and I hate the Patriots here in the Schmoedown. And guess what I'm coming for? That belt, baby. So let me go ahead and roll through some sorry-ass Trekkies real quick. Let me go ahead and give them a little bit of the force, and then we're going to keep on rolling.
May the force be with you.
It's 2018.
Yep.
It's a whole new world.
It's a new year.
And the sky is the limit for Team Trek in the Ultimate Schmoedown. We are taking you down, World's Finest.
Second star to the left.
And straight on to one.
Engage.
Star Trek 6, Undiscovered Country.
That's how you trash talk somebody like Team Trek. Is World's Finest coming in? If they're pumping themselves up too, but they are not shy.
Which
about
would have been a great send-off. And then Star Trek Generations happened. But then Star Trek First Contact happened, and that was really good. Then Insurrection happened. Then Nemesis happened, which
They look
no one
hungry, and
saw.
I like their attitude with it. But at the same point, Team Trek, they look like they're having fun. Jason Inman is the current champion, Inner Geekdom champion. You can't count him out. out there. Now, Mance is going to either complement that or he's going to use some of maybe movie release dates comes in and they can really get past this, but we'll see. I am so excited to see these two go at it.
Scott Mance wellowing from the bows like a nerd banshee that he is. We have the Team Trek versus the world's finest matchup about to happen. Riley, let's go to the tail of the tape.
Tail of the tape, we got Team Trek. Their strengths include, of course, Star Trek, movie release dates, and mating humans with Vulcans.
Not as easy as it looks.
Not as easy as it looks.
You got to get them really drunk.
Absolutely. And then over on World's Finest, of course, comic book movies, rom-coms, and of course, more comic book movies. They're good at that.
I am so excited.
At least they're honest. At least they're honest.
Somebody in studio who's flown all the way from Denmark. Sonny is here just because he wanted to come watch this matchup here today.
Is that the same guy that came from Denmark for the live show?
Are you ready to go, Mark?
Good for you.
I am ready to go. Are you ready to go?
In the words of the legend Bob Costas, you're excited. Feel these nipples. It's time to Schmoedown.
Bob Costas doesn't say that. I think Jim Nance does, actually.
We're going to turn it over to the golden throat of Christian.
No, he does not say that, folks.
Take it away, good sir.
Introducing first, with a record of 1 win, no defeats.
Great record.
Winston and Eric, the world's finest.
They don't have last names? Okay, that's fine.
Look at this. Look at this. Reading from a
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
reading Star Wars.
Winston with his trademark, I guess, Batman. Are those pajamas?
Yeah, that's a Batman onesie.
Fantastic.
I can't complain. That is spectacular.
Yeah, Christian, we're trying to get a lockdown on whether those are actually pajamas or whether they are. I'm not sure.
I would love to bring pajamas to work.
Out of the shower to get you dry.
Well, you know, whatever gets your juices flowing for a movie trivia Schmoedown.
Well, it certainly needs no priming for this next team. They are usually caffeinated and ready to rock. Christian, hit it.
And their opponents, with a record of 4 wins, 3 defeats. They are the 2017 Ultimate Schmoedown quarterfinalists, the Movie Mance, Scott Mance, and the reigning Inner Geekdom champion, Jason Justice Inman, Team Trek.
Oh, they're gonna beam in?
Where are they?
They're gonna beam in?
Doing one of those fancy entrances again.
Waiting for them to emerge.
Somebody needs to
Come on,
corral Scott
beam
Mance.
in.
He probably spun off like
There they are!
Oh my goodness, they teleported here.
They teleported.
Before in the history of Schmoedown,
You just don't get it, Mark.
Thank God it didn't
Oh,
go the
he's
way
not
of
wearing the
Galaxy
Jurassic
Quest. That
Park
would've been
shirt
ugly.
anymore.
My
That's
God, thank God they did
relieving.
it. The technology is there, Mr. Ellis.
The
It works.
technology is there. Hopefully Scott Mance doesn't turn into a human fly by the end of this match.
At least he didn't turn inside out, like in Galaxy Quest,
I'm gonna ask World's Finest first.
and then
You gentlemen
explode.
set ready to rock?
Yeah, I was reading up on these guys. Same basic thing, right? Same basic thing. You're cheating already? You're cheating already.
You're gonna get a lesson.
We don't need
son.
books.
You're gonna get a lesson.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
According to most millennials, reading is cheating anyway. Team Trek, you guys ready to go?
We are born ready.
Let's make it so.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Yay!
Very excitable.
All right. We kick off
Get ready.
with round one. Round one.
Oh,
We'll have 8 questions
you always
from 8
spit
different
me out.
movie
Now
categories.
you show the
For
rule.
1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There
I'm
is
ready
no
to go.
stealing in round one. Keep in mind, each team has 3 usages of the JTE rule. If you're not sure of the question, you need to hear it again, just ask for one of those. If you are not happy with how a answer came off or you want to throw a challenge for any other reason, each team does have 1 challenge. If your challenge is upheld, you do get to retain that challenge for usage potentially later on in the match. Mark Riley, you will be kicking us off here asking the first question in round one. Tee off at your will, good sir.
All right, gentlemen at the table. Your first question comes from the category of animated.
It's always
animated.
Drawn movies, correct?
That is correct.
Drawn by hand.
Drawn by hand.
Or computer.
Sure. In what film, based off the popular app of the same name, included the voice talents of Jason Sudeikis, Josh Gad, Maya Rudolph, and Kate McKinnon?
If I had to give you one app.
This was actually one of my favorite movies that year.
On your phone the most often, what would you say?
Even though
App,
not many people did.
I just got one of those. Yeah. 5, 4, 3.
The Angry Birds movie.
1 and pens down, Jason Inman.
Is it Angry Birds?
It is Angry Birds.
Correct.
Eric.
Angry Birds.
You got Angry Birds as well, Scott Vance.
I picked the emoji movie.
Oh, no.
Correct.
That was incorrect. It was Angry Birds.
Off to a rough start. Winston chiming in with his world's finest.
All right.
Off to an early lead. Our next category comes from the world of comedies. Your question is, Schmidt and Jenko are undercover police officers in what comedy franchise?
That logline screams comedy. Just really funny stuff.
I think I don't
Can you
know.
repeat the question?
No.
That's a usage of the JT rule very early.
One down.
We can do that. It is Schmidt and Jenko are undercover police officers in what comedy franchise? As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted.
Yeah, that was
I don't know if you and I would make good cops, but we look like undercover cops.
We are. I'm undercover right now.
The leather jacket. 5, 4, 3.
What'd you say? It's 21 Jump Street.
1 pens down. Eric, you're up first.
21 Jump Street.
Give it to him, Scott Nance.
Lethal Weapon.
Rough.
Oh!
Wow.
How do you not get Riggs and Murtaugh?
Jump Street franchise.
Winston,
there it is.
ready to go with a very full answer. Jason Inman.
21 Jump Street.
He got
All right.
21 Jump Street, carrying Team Trek thus far.
I'm a little rusty.
Keeping it going.
I'm a little rusty.
All right, gentlemen, your third question. Category of dramas. Dramas. Who played Lee Harvey Oswald in JFK? Harvey Oswald.
He was in the
Historical
Book
figure.
Depository. Did he? Yeah, he's a historical figure, all right.
Yeah.
He's a historical patsy.
Ooh,
If you ask me.
yeah.
Hot take.
Hot take.
5, 4, 3,
Kevin Costner.
1. Scott Mance.
That'd be Oscar winner Gary Oldman.
He is
That's
on
correct.
the board.
On the
and
board,
Team
Scott
Trek
Mance.
is within 1. Winston.
Well, I went with someone who's used to killing famous careers, mainly his own. I said Kevin Spacey.
Oh,
Close.
that
He would've
is
been great.
incorrect.
Oh, yeah.
We would not have accepted Christopher Plummer either. Jason Inman.
I guess the lovely Christian Slater.
Interesting choice.
Right? He would work.
Yeah. That's a good casting.
I just went with someone intense, Ed Norton.
Okay, only
Wow.
1 correct answer.
It's a big.
The rest is
important
off.
correct answer that gets Scott
That's what
Mance
comes
back
from
on the
being
board.
That's
old enough
right.
to be your fathers.
We move on to your 4th question in round 1, and that is from the world of horror thriller. Your question is, what actress played Casey Becker, the Ghostface Killer's first victim in 1996's Scream? Saw that movie in a movie theater on the in the North Carolina shore, like the Outer Banks kind of area. Spring break, high school. 5, 4, 3,
Courtney
2,
Cox.
and a 1. We go to Winston.
I believe it is my 3rd favorite Charlie's Angel, Drew Barrymore.
That is correct. It was
Oh.
not Lucy Liu nor Cameron Diaz. Jason Inman.
Drew Barrymore.
He had it as well. Eric Zipper.
Drew Barrymore.
Lock it up. Scott
To
Mance.
say it's my first favorite Charlie's Angel, Drew Barrymore.
All right, and we're cutting the lead down to just 1 for World's Finest, and Scott Mance finally on the board. 2 of them. That's great.
To
Here we
5.
go.
Our next
Well,
one's going to involve thrills and swashbuckling, Riley.
We come with question 5 in action adventure.
Da-na-na.
Game of Thrones actor Alfie Allen stars alongside Keanu Reeves in what action film?
If I gave you one genre for the rest of your life, action adventure, pretty good way to go.
Star Wars for me. That's a genre.
You're getting
right?
very specific. 5, 4. You could have taken all the sci-fi. 3, 2,
John
and
Wick.
1. Jason Justice Inman.
Theon Greyjoy is in John Wick.
That is a correct answer, and he got the Game of Thrones name as well. Eric.
John Wick.
He got it. Scott Mance.
John Wick.
Okay. Freudian slip there. Winston, you don't look
God,
like you.
it's John Wick. It's not.
It
me.
is John Wick. We are
And
tied
tied up. Look at that.
7.
Baby.
3 3 questions remain in
I'm 3 for
round
5.
1. There's
Yay,
no perfect
me.
games that are going to be tossed here today, but we could have a tie or one team will emerge as the lead going into round 2. Your next category is comic book movies.
Let's go.
And your question is, who plays Wesley, the newest member of the Fraternity of Assassins in 2008's Wanted? Mark Riley, have you been in a fraternity when you were at USC?
I was in a fraternity. It wasn't
Give me a shout-out.
Assassins.
Give me a shout-out.
TKE.
TKE.
There you go, brothers. Yeah.
Tala,
Thank you.
Kappa,
All right.
Alpha.
Kappa Sig.
5, 4, 3.
The bad Hemsworth. Liam
Another
Hemsworth.
JTE
We
rule
got
for
2 for
Team
Team
Trek.
Trek. All right.
Who plays Wesley, the newest member of the Fraternity of Assassins in 2008's Wanted?
I'll just keep it. Doesn't matter if it's wrong.
Scott
The
Manfred,
bad
Williams,
Hemsworth.
partner,
Liam
Jason
Hemsworth.
Justice Inman. We're going to go
They can
to
beam
our
on that
count.
one,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nothing Inman had it. Did Eric Zipper.
James McAvoy.
Give him a point.
Hmm.
Scott Mance?
James McAvoy.
We are back
Wow.
to being tied.
There you
Winston,
go.
can you break it?
I had his face in my mind, but I couldn't remember his name, so I know Angelina Jolie's in the movie. So I just guessed a name in the movie.
There it is.
Wesley, a fine name for a male or a female.
Couldn't
Jason
pull it.
Inman
Couldn't
could
pull it.
not get it, so we are still
Couldn't pull it.
tied with 2
Still
questions
tied.
left in round
Hmm.
1.
Your 7th question comes in the category of fantasy sci-fi.
Nerd alert, am I right?
Yeah.
No?
And your question is, who played the Colonel in War for the Planet of the Apes?
First thing I think of when I hear the name Colonel is popcorn. I don't go military right away. I
You
go
don't go military,
popcorn, and
no.
then I get off popcorn. I go to military.
You like your corn.
I love my corn. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Woody
I expect
Harrelson.
Colonels. 1. Thank you for your service. Scott Mance.
That'd be Woody Harrelson.
It is Woody Harrelson.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Look at how excited Winston
Very
is.
excited.
Jason Inman.
Woody from Cheers, Woody
It
Harrelson.
is Woody
There it
from
is.
Cheers. Eric Zipper.
Woody Harrelson.
Oh, they all get
No,
it.
shouldn't
All
be
right.
that
So we
ecstatic for
remain
remembering.
tied,
It
10
only
and
came
10.
out
This is great.
A
8
very
months
well
ago.
played, well answered, and competitive round 1 closes up with your category famous actors and
as opposed
actresses.
to
Who played
non-famous.
Butch Cassidy in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid? All-time classic there.
All-time classic, I would
That's John
say.
Roca favorite?
That's probably a
believe.
John Roca
Yeah.
favorite. Does
He-
have a lot of gravitas.
A lot of forces and gravitas are what that guy looks for. And we go to 5, 4, 3,
Burt Bacharach?
2, 1. Pens down. Winston, your answer.
An older white lady.
It's
White
actually an
lady.
older white man, and we still couldn't have
I
accepted
got
that.
it wrong.
Jason
I
Inman.
haven't seen it.
It is. I love his salad dressing, Paul Newman.
There it is.
Great salad dressing
Correct
and a
answer.
race car driver as well, Eric.
I had Robert Redford.
Okay.
Sundance.
I know.
Sundance
I
Film
knew that too,
Festival.
and I couldn't
Scott
pull the other
Mance, I'm pretty
name.
sure you got the answer right. He did.
Oh,
Paul Newman.
look at that. Team Trek goes up by
I knew
2.
Burt
That
Bacharach
a
was in the
huge
movie
round
because
for the
Baby
last
Yanni
round.
said
Team Trek
that
goes
in
to
his
the next
debut
round,
match.
leading by 2.
And
Best
Scott
part of that
Mance
movie. But I
a
guess that
ripple
wasn't
through the
who he
crowd.
played.
Look at Mance's biceps. You could hear that flex all the way to Denmark as we move
All
on
right, that was a
to
good first round.
number 2 with Team Trek taking a
Decent first
surprising
round
lead.
for
Scott
me.
Mance
I think I
missing
went
his first 2
4
questions right off the
out of
bat.
8.
All of a sudden, Team Trek is
A little
back.
better
They
than my
have
usual.
teleported themselves into the lead, and we are now upon round 2. In round 2, each team is going to hear 6 questions from a movie category that will be determined by a mythological
I always
lucky
forget that it's 6
spin
questions.
of the wheel. If you guys are not happy with the category you spin at first, you are awarded 1 mulligan. You may spin again.
And if you
Whatever
don't like the
lands on, you
second
get your 6
spin,
questions.
then
Those questions
retire.
There is no penalty for missing a question. However, stealing is available in round 2. If you're not sure of what the answer is,
Well,
you can set
stealing
multiple choice. I would tell the guy
technically
the question
is a
goes
penalty
down
against
to
you.
1. Team Trek, you are not only the favorite, you find yourselves with a 2-point lead. Thus, you may elect to spin first or defer to the world's finest.
I think since we haven't done this in a while, we're going to go first.
They're going first.
They're going first.
Can't
Scott
wait to
Mance
do
was
it
flexing
again.
his muscle, but it looks like Jason Inman is going to be the one to give it a
Sounds like
spin.
Make it so, number 1.
Have at it, Jason
There we
Inman.
go.
Good thing Mance isn't spinning this wheel. This thing will be spinning for days.
Movie release
right.
See the
dates.
guns on that guy?
Movie release dates
So we-
is
Come
on
on,
the
movie
wheel.
release
Movie release dates. comic
Spin
book
it
movies.
to
This
Scott
is a
Mance's
very fertile
face.
wheel as far as correct answers.
No.
Just
They
missed
missed it, and they landed on Will Smith
Will Smith.
movies. Will Smith movies.
No?
What do you
Really?
think?
I mean, everybody loves Big Willie. Everybody loves Big Willie.
Looks like Scott wants to keep Will
Scott
Smith.
wants it. Inman not so
Spin
sure.
again.
Nope, they're going for it. Okay, they're going to spin
again.
again. Okay. I probably would have too if I was in their space.
Spin again.
Will
I
Smith.
love Will Smith
power.
movies.
I
I
love
would have
Will
stayed on
Smith
Will
spin.
Smith movies.
Maximum warp
Will
spin.
Smith, his movie's better than his son's tweets.
Very true.
And we come around, could it be movie release dates? It does not appear to be the
Nope,
case.
goes by
Not
again.
gonna
but
get
we
there.
We're going to get Oscar movies.
Oscar
Wow.
movies. That is a strength
Oscar
for
movies.
Scott Mans.
All right, so
All right.
Oscar movies are what we are going to have in front of us here for Team Trek. They've spun Oscar movies, and Mark Riley will be administering the questions to Team Trek.
All right. Team Trek, you are up with Oscar movies. And your first question. For what movie did Sigourney Weaver receive her first Oscar nomination?
Team members are allowed to consult with each other.
Yes, they are.
For all 6 of the questions in round 2. 5, 4.
The Year of Living
3.
Dangerously.
That is incorrect. They did not go for multiple choice. You could get 2 points here, World's Finest, if you get the answer.
Aliens?
That is correct for 2 points.
Oh.
Wow.
Big steal. And with that,
Clearly.
they tie it up. Yes, Aliens. That is a good
shot
question.
in the dark, it appears, by World's Finest, and it really paid off for her.
Wow.
A lot of people didn't know that she was actually nominated for Aliens.
She
All
played
right.
Newt, the little girl.
That is incorrect. All right. Question 2 in Oscar movies. Team Trek, you're up. What is the only Coen Brothers directed film to win Best Picture at the
Fargo?
Oscars?
That would be No Country for Old Men.
2 points.
Darn it, the
All
other one.
right, they're back on the right
No
track.
clapping for Team
Yeah,
Trek, huh?
Very, very tepid.
Because they already blew it.
Either they're rooting for World's Finest or they're nervous about Team Trek's composure.
Either whatever it is, we are moving on to question number 3. Penelope Cruz has won her only Academy Award for her role in what film?
Vicky Cristina Barcelona.
Another 2 points. That is correct.
They're starting to feel
Glad
it.
he
The
knew it,
crowd
'cause I've
is
never heard that
awakened.
movie.
They're finally awake. Good, good. All right.
I'm back on
We
my
get into
game.
question 4. Leonardo DiCaprio's first Oscar nomination came for What's Eating Gilbert Grape in 1995. Who did he lose to? That's a good question.
Yeah.
Multiple choice.
We're taking multiple choice. Is it A, Ray Fiennes, B, John Malkovich, C, Pete Postlewaite,
John
D,
Malkovich.
Tommy Lee Jones?
Wait. Okay. Can I hear those answers again? Is that a JTE
That's
moment?
that is a usage of the JTE rule. It is not.
Not for
It is-
multiple choice. You
That
can
is
do it.
not
Okay.
a usage of the JTE rule.
Oh. All right.
Is it A, Ray Fiennes, B, John Malkovich, C, Pete Postlewaite, D, Tommy Lee Jones?
Wait. Yes, it is Tommy Lee Jones.
Okay, that's our answer,
That's
and we
correct.
give him a point.
Yep,
Okay.
1 point. He wins, and the crowd is stunned.
Yeah.
Stunned and silent and
Crowd.
sleepy and
Literally
whatever.
Gasp!
Literally shocked. All right, we go into your 5th question in Oscar movies. Who is the only actress to win an Oscar for playing a man?
Oh, that's Hilary Swank.
That is incorrect.
Oh shit! No, she didn't play in Man.
All
For
right.
the steal, gentlemen, of
Mm.
World's
Steal
Finest.
for
Oh.
World's Finest.
I know it. Shit.
All right, we're gonna need an answer here in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Meryl Streep.
1.
Good,
is-
good guess, but incorrect.
She's
Right
in
on.
like all the Oscars.
We were
so,
looking for Linda Hunt for the Year of Living Dangerously. I think Scott Mans knew it.
Very
After he
excitable.
said it, yep.
And
Oh, he
one
already
question
said that
remains
movie.
With a 5-point lead for Team Trek at the moment.
That was yeah.
All right, your last question in Oscar movies, Team Trek. Name the movie for which actor Frank Langella was nominated for an Academy Award.
Come on, Scott. I thought you knew this stuff. You only go to the Oscars every year.
That's correct, 2 points.
Thank you.
Big save there at the end by Mance. And, you know, Riley, that's kind of the
Been
way
having
Team
to
Trek
sweat
goes.
those
They
out.
can rack up a bunch of points, occasionally a misstep. 7-point lead right now. We go to World's Finest. Which one of you gentlemen would like to spin that Thar wheel?
I'll do it.
Eric is
Going
going
up. All
to
right. Let's
zip
see.
up his pants and get over there, and he's going to spin the wheel.
You gotta,
I made him
for
look.
movie release dates,
Made
are
him
you?
look.
Hmm.
you gotta
Movie
assume he's
release
looking
dates.
for comic book movies. and not wanting movie
They
release
want
dates.
comic book movies. Apparently, World's Finest not bad at rom-coms either. That's the word on the street.
Yep.
It's not going to be rom-coms. Is it going to be Spitter's Choice?
Nope.
Scarlett Johansson.
I mean, we were debating this, man. I don't know. I know
I think
just
she'd
her
spin
in
again.
Black Widow movies. So, do you want to take this risk? Oh, and he's just not that into you. I mean, what do you?
Rom-coms represented there. All right.
World's
I don't know,
Finest
man.
debating. They're going to spin
Spin
again.
again.
They're spinning
Winston,
again.
you're
There we go.
smart, Winston.
Spinning again.
Doing
And
the
this
rap
does
Jedi
put
mind trick.
movie release dates back in play should they spin it, because
Movie
if they
release
aren't able to get
dates.
those
It's
answers,
movie release
you know
dates.
Team
You know you're
Trek
right.
is
It's
going to
opponent's
be
choice
set.
of movie release dates right next to each other.
Here we go. Is
Get
it
past
not
it.
going to be
There you
movie
go.
release dates? Is it going to be Is it going to be Spinner's Choice, Riley? Romantic
Romantic
comedies.
comedies. There it is.
Oh.
Hey, look, Scarlett Johansson are in some of those, so we might still get
She
it.
is. She is.
Looks like I believe this is the big strength for Mr. Zipper. Not so much with Mr. Marshall, but like you said, he is a big fan
Oh.
of Scarlett Johansson. So
We
Sports
shall
rom-coms, I
see.
got those.
sports rom-coms. We'll
Sports
see
rom-coms,
if we
all two of them.
have any questions about Tin Cup in here. Your first question in the world of romantic comedies. Name the 90s rom-com that ends with Andy McDowell telling Hugh Grant, "I do."
Multiple choice.
We can provide that. Is it A, Groundhog Day, B, Four Weddings and a Funeral, C, Four Rooms, or D, Multiplicity?
B.
B, Four Weddings in the Future.
That is correct for 1 point.
All right.
All right, negotiating their way around the category. Your next question. In Legally Blonde, why does Elle Woods initially attend Harvard Law School?
Because she's chasing her boyfriend. No,
That
she's-
is correct.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
what we're
correct.
gonna use that. Yeah, that's 2 points. Good move. All right.
I just can't stand somebody that confident answering the question, so I got to make him doubt it.
Legally
the
Blonde,
bend is
yeah.
set, the bend is set, bro. Like, rock, like
He's seen this movie more than once. He's seen this movie more than. Yep.
You got the point.
In the Batman onesie, it really does
Batman
wonders.
onesie.
Yeah.
Batman does
Doing
everything.
stiff leg deadlifts and a Batman onesie, always the right move at a party. Your next question in the world of romantic comedies. Who played matchmaker Emma Woodhouse in the 1996 film adaptation of Jane Austen's Emma?
Yeah.
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are, is it A, Emma Thompson, B, Claire Danes, C, Gwyneth Paltrow, or D, Kate Winslet?
You think they made a movie after? Maybe.
5,
Go for
4,
A? Emma
3, A is incorrect. Does Team Trek have the steal for 1 point?
Is it Kate Winslet?
It is not Kate Winslet either. We were looking for Gwyneth Paltrow.
Romantic comedies. Okay, that's our kryptonite.
For
Dude.
Gwyneth Paltrow, and it remains a 4-point game. Riley, if World's Finest can somehow get the last 3 questions here, they are going to have a lead going in to round 3. Your fourth question, world of romantic comedies. In the movie I Love You, Man, what did Peter and Sydney go out to eat on their first man date?
Yes, it's fish tacos.
It is 2 points. 2 points.
Good one.
I like World's Finest because they either really know the answer, they have no idea.
One extreme
No
to the
middle
next.
ground
That
there.
pendulum is swinging back and forth.
All right, if you get this next question right, you will have tied Team Trek still with another question remaining. In Love Actually, what popular TV actor plays Mark, the best man who is actually in love with Juliet, who is played by Keira Knightley?
Andrew Lincoln.
Boom.
They are tied with Team
Two
Trek.
points. That's a good one. That's a big pull.
As we get to the last question, and for the lead going
Indeed,
in.
apparently
to
thinks
the
Love
last
Actually is better than
round
Doctor
3.
Strangelove.
Your question is, who played Bad Boy Patrick Verona in 10 Things I Hate About You?
Oh my God, that's Heath Ledger, bro.
It is Heath Ledger.
And they take the lead.
Almost
Oh,
a minute
boy.
into
Joker,
the
baby.
ease
Yeah.
of that question. And now all of a sudden, Team Trek taking a 2-point lead into round 2, exiting round 2. The 2-point lead has shifted over to World's Finest. They are flying high right now. Team Trek
They must
has
really
been
like
here
their
before. Great
rom-coms.
sportsmanship being on display right
Scott
now.
Nance does
Mark,
not.
we
I remember
head into
when
round
he
3.
spun
Where are
rom-coms
your
and he went
thoughts?
cross-eyed.
Well, I was impressed with World's Finest coming in getting rom-coms, missing a couple, but taking the lead. This is a big round for
That's
them
a
going
big
into round
deal,
three.
because that's a
But
category
Team
that
Trek
not
is
many
gonna
other
have this.
teams will
All
know.
they need is those 3 questions. They could do this.
Team Trek is currently 4-3. If they lose this match, they're going to be at 500. World's Finest, they get a win, they're going to be 2-0.
Yep.
We are going to find that out right now in round 3. Competitors, here is how round 3 works. Each team is going to give us a series of numbers ranging from 1 to 20. Those numbers correspond to a movie category up here at the answer desk. Your first question is worth 2 points. Your next question is worth 3 points. Your last question is worth 5 points. Here's the important thing to keep in mind. Once we tell you the category of your 2-point question, the team will have to decide which member is going to answer. Whoever does not answer that question will be the sole member of the team answering the 3-point question.
Two.
You are only
Two.
allowed to
Gotta pick
confer or
two.
use mental telepathy on the last question should we get that far.
Pick the
or
damn
that.
two.
So, with Team Trek in the loser spot, World's Finest is going to be giving us your 3 numbers first.
19, 8, and 4.
19, 8, and 4. Dangerous strategy, counting down backwards, Riley. Let's see if it pays off.
Unheard of.
It
in
usually
this
blows up.
competition.
19, 8, and 4 are their numbers, and now we go to Team Trek.
Well, we got to start out like the Enterprise. 17,
And then 1,
and then let's go 09.
because
Star Trek 2009.
Star Trek 2009.
17,
I
1.
know that movie release date.
Of course, May 8th, 2009.
Didn't know that part.
Yes.
All right, 17, 1, and 9. I will be administering the...
No one picked 2, so this match will end in a tie. Endless tie.
All right,
No
Team
winner.
Trek, your first question. You selected number 17 because it corresponds to something in your nerd fiction. You have landed on the category of classics. Classics. Who would like to take the classics question?
Come on, just root for a Citizen Kane question.
Yeah.
There it is. Reluctant.
Come on,
There it
Citizen
is.
Kane.
Volunteering. And your question is, for 2 points, name the film in which Humphrey Bogart plays Detective Sam Spade.
The Maltese Falcon.
We're tied.
2 points.
We are
There it is.
tied. And with
Big
that,
goal for
I think I actually remember that one.
21. Both teams putting up an impressive amount of points here.
Yeah.
And we are not
I believe that
done
came out
yet.
the same
We'll move
year
to World's
as Citizen
Finest.
Kane.
Mark Riley will be asking you the questions.
World's Finest, your first question, you chose the number 19, which corresponds to Will Smith movies.
All right, who
Big
wants to take
Will
that
through
one?
hell.
Winston.
Winston,
It's
you're
not
up.
because I'm black.
Volunteering himself, aligning with Will Smith for the content of his character, not the color of his skin.
That is exactly right.
All right, well, your 2-point question, Winston. Who played Will Smith's partner in Wild Wild West?
Oh my God.
Kevin Kline.
Easy, Eric. Easy, Eric. No mental
Kevin
telepathy
Kline.
allowed.
Jesus.
Got to go to 5, 4, 3.
They use the JT rule,
Okay.
so we're going to
Use the JT
repeat
rule.
the question.
Don't look at Eric. He cannot help you now. Your question repeat, Mark.
Kevin
please.
Kline.
Who played Will Smith's
That's
partner
Artemis
in
Gordon.
Wild Wild West?
Eric either really knows the answer or has to take it down. 5,
Kevin Kline.
4. He got it.
Well done.
Kevin Kline. All right. Expending a lot of emotional energy
We were
on
all
Kevin
there. Look
Kline.
at that.
All right, and
Big
now
time
we move
get.
back to Team Trek. It's a 3-pointer. It's going to Jason Justice Inman and no one else. And your category, you selected number 1.
Yep.
For 3 points, that is 1990s movies.
Okay.
There's some Star Trek movies in there.
Were you alive
Movie.
then?
I was alive
Good.
then.
Jason was, in fact, alive
Can
in
I
the
pre-answer with Bill
1990s.
Clinton?
Uh,
All right, all right.
We were looking for Cineburst.
Oh.
Your question is, in Rush Hour,
Oh.
what song does Jackie Chan's Inspector Lee try to sing, which annoys
Whoa.
Chris Tucker's
Who?
partner?
Yeah.
Is it War? What is it good for?
Ladies and gentlemen, Team Trek is in the lead.
That is big pull.
Noise him? Hold on. I kind of want to challenge that.
Why?
Oh, we got a challenge.
Why?
on the table.
War.
Because he plays the Beach Boys song surfing in the USA. That annoys him.
I would challenge back. Your question wasn't specific enough.
That he tries to sing,
No,
like,
he didn't sing that song.
So
He didn't
yes,
sing the
I
Beach
would like
Boys
to challenge
song.
it.
Incorrect.
They are
Got a
going
challenge.
to challenge.
No. No. It's not the song that he sang War. He didn't sing the Beach
The
Boys
duct
song.
tape has been removed from my mouth, and we have the challenge ruling. The challenge will not be upheld. A great effort challenging it by Winston. The Beach Boys are a great band. However, War is the correct answer. So now Team Trek does keep a
Good
1
God.
point lead.
You
and
all.
World's Finest Rally, they got to start answering some more questions.
Here we go. We are going to your next question, World's Finest. All right, World's Finest, your next question. You chose the number 8. That corresponds with the category of action-adventure. Who played Princess Tamina opposite Jake Gyllenhaal in Prince of Persia?
Question for Eric Zipper alone.
That is a question. That is a tough one.
Go to 5, 4,
Shannon
3.
Sossaman.
Incorrect.
Correct.
Sorry, but incorrect. We were looking for Gemma Atherton.
Gemma Arterton.
Arterton.
They can't even get their answers right.
All right, so World's Finest now. They found themselves in the lead at 1 point in this game. Now they're trailing by 1, and they are faced with a 5-pointer question. The good news is that they can confer with each other on what the answer is. The bad news, if they miss this, they lose to Team Trek. Boy, what
You
drama we
lose,
have here.
World
We have some
Finest.
drama, and World's
You
Finest, as Ellis said, you can
lose.
confer. This is your 5-point question. You chose the number 4. Corresponds with the 2000s. Name 2 of the 3 horrible bosses from the movie Horrible Bosses.
Question: are you asking for the actors, or are you asking for the characters?
The actors.
Jennifer Aniston and
Cool. Seems they might know.
Kevin Spacey and Jennifer Aniston.
That is
Kevin
correct.
Spacey.
For 5 points.
Leave Colin
and
Farrell's the
World's
other one.
Finest has taken the lead. I'm nervous, Mark Ellis. This is great here.
Team Trek can answer, and you can confer on this as well, because this is your 5-pointer. When you guys were going through all of the Star Trek lore, you settled on 09, which is also known as 9.
Yes.
That corresponds here at our answer desk to Oscar movies. Your question is, the world of Oscar movies.
they don't seem as confident this
other
time with
than
Oscar
Heath
movies.
Ledger. 2 other actors have been nominated for an Oscar for a comic book movie. Name 1 of those actors. Five, 4,
Viggo Mortensen.
3, and your winners, Eric and Winston. World's Finest takes it. We were looking for Paul Newman for Road to Perdition or William Hurt for A History of Violence.
You were close. I know you were thinking Vigo, but no, he didn't get nominated.
And World's Finest.
Oscar movies have sunk Trek. Strength, I think not.
Classy sportsmen, as they always are, Team Trek.
That was a really good game, though.
Here, the crowd is a little stunned, and I gotta be honest, I'm in shock myself seeing World's Finest very
Number
rarely in a match.
number 9 ranked team, my foot. My foot.
What an incredible game.
It was an incredible game. The lead going back and
Time to
forth. That's
redo
what
that
a great
top
game does.
10
I
list,
can't help but
Frank.
think about some of those answers that were blurted out early on that could have been, if taken some time, we might have had a different outcome. But we'll see. What's next for Team Trek?
I think the Team Trek is just one of those teams. They fly by the seat of their pants. That's the way that they enjoy playing the game. That's the way they want to play it. They're going to use their JT rules early. They're going to blurt out answers. They got a lot of points here, just not enough to beat World's Finest, who now find themselves at 2-0. Beating the Kingsmen is nice. Beating Team Trek, that really pads a resume for job openings. Now we are going to throw it to our own
Except
Emma
for
Pope,
Treks,
who's gonna
who
have
need
post-game
jobs.
coverage and an interview with the losing team and the winning team. Emma, it's all yours.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Emma Fife here with the victorious World's Finest. And while I have to say I am rather disappointed you did not know the answer to the film that is the book that is my namesake, you know, congratulations to both of you today.
I appreciate that. I was looking to you to hopefully you would show me some hints, but you didn't. You were like, I'm not gonna do that.
No, I'm stone-faced.
To be fair, our incorrect guess was an actor that's your namesake.
That is very true. You know what? I will give you guys some points for that. And honestly, props to your incredible performance today. I mean, we saw you guys in your match against the Kingsmen. You guys came in really, really strong. And I think today, if anything else, just
Well, they
really
came in
proves
really
that you guys
funny in that first one,
definitely are
too.
making your mark here
There
on
weren't as many
Competition.
jokes thrown out in this one.
I want to give shout out to the Kingsman, to Devin, David. I'm sorry, brother, if I'm mispronouncing your name.
No,
you kept talking about Will Smith movies.
no
You
dark
gotta go watch
Batman
Will Smith
voice
movies,
either.
all right? That's why Kevin Kline came out of nowhere. It was a Kline something, and it worked out. So I appreciate you, man.
We just wanted to prove that we're here to win. We're not afraid of. I was going to call them nerds, but
I mean,
we're not afraid of
yeah, you're in a
Trekkies.
Captain America shirt and a Batman onesie, so.
Wearing a Batman onesie. I'm not gonna shy away from that, bro.
But there's a nerd hierarchy, and Trek is.
Wow. Shots fired, man.
They beamed in, y'all. Like, how much nerdier does that get? Just take the bus like everybody else. Jesus.
Well, all nerdiness aside, again, you guys are now situated in a place wherein you're going to be taking on some pretty big teams potentially in this competition. Is there anybody that you've really got your sights set on?
I'm gunning for McWeenie and Levine. I'm going for
Levine?
Above the line, taking them down.
I mean, you're really going in swinging. I mean, people don't call Drew McWeenie the Godfather for nothing, and Sam Levine is the current Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion, so...
I mean, okay, we just faced the Inner Geekdom champion and beat him at his own game. I ain't scared of no champs. I'm going to be the champ. He going to be the champ. You ever used to watch WWE? Like, look, the Hardy Brothers took it to everybody. We the Hardy Brothers right now, right?
I'm not saying they don't scare me, but I'm going after them because they scare me.
Look, I've retired that Batman voice, but Batman has no fear. Black man has
That's
no fear,
frightening.
right? I inspire fear.
I need others to see my pain.
I admire
Feel my
anybody
fear.
that faces their fears head on, because that is the true definition of courage. Now, Eric, I know that you are going to be playing in the free-for-all. How are you feeling going towards that?
Now? Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, feeling good about it. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, going to continue to ride this success train all the way to the top here in the Schmoedown?
I am positive that's what's going to happen.
Well, I admire that confidence. Again, congratulations to both of you, Winston, Eric. Excellent performance today. And we will be right back with Team Trek. And we are
They
back
couldn't
with
beam out.
Team Trek.
We can't,
Scott
Captain.
Mance,
Transporters
Jason
out again.
You guys put up a hell of a fight today.
Yes, we did put up a hell of a fight. And I have to say that who do we play?
World's Finest. World's
Wait, that was Winston and Eric. Which one was Winston?
The guy in the Batman pajamas.
Well, whatever.
The guy in Ghostbusters.
They played a great game.
And they need to get jobs.
I never met these guys before today. They played a great game. I think we had harder questions.
Look,
we did have harder questions.
You can tell by the final question. I knew the movie, and I leaned over to Scott Mance and I said, "Was it Viggo Mortensen?" Scott was like, "Yes." We doubled down on Viggo, so we were in History of Violence. We just had the wrong actor.
And in the words of Oscar winner William Hurt, how do you fuck that up?
I mean, it was a very good 5-point question.
Yeah.
You can see how it was misleading. I see how you guys came to that conclusion. And again, you lost by 1 question.
Sure.
So you definitely, I don't think there's any doubt in anybody's mind that Team Trek still has a strong place here in the team league at the Schmoedown.
Exactly. Yeah, World's Finest wants to come at us with all this smack and stuff like that. I give them a lot of mad props because I thought they nailed a lot of great questions. But don't walk into an interview saying, like, I ain't afraid of no champ. I want to take his belt. Yeah, get into the championship ring first, pajama boy.
Listen, first of all, I just want to say 2 things. First of all, hashtag Fife for Life. That's going to be on my tombstone. Hashtag Fight for Life. Second of all, honestly,
Be a very big
played
tombstone.
a great game. Number 1, they played
Yes,
a
they
great
did.
game.
You did too.
And it was great TV because they were up, we were up, they were up, we were up.
It was great television. Team match of the year so far, I would say. But, outside of teams, you guys both play individually in the Schmoedown.
Yeah.
Mance, it's been a while since we've seen you out there by yourself. What's the plan, man?
The plan is I just haven't had a chance to.
What is this knockoff
no.
situation happening here?
I don't know what they keep letting you in the building for, Inman. I didn't realize that cowards got to play in the movie trivia Schmoedown.
Listen, boy. You want to talk about losers? You should know about being a loser since I kicked your ass, boy.
Look, Inman, you're too scared to play in a real match. Everybody knows that. This Bill made
Like, I'm never going to play you. I've already beaten you, boy. So why don't you go put on your grown-up Kmart suit somewhere else and walk out of the building?
Look, Inman, if you you still have this belt in 6
Wait.
months.
Hang on a second. Wait, number
Don't
one,
engage this
number one,
toddler.
I got this. You know what? I've had enough of you. I've had enough of you. We faced off in the doubles, and you know, you with your smug face and your too cool sunglasses. I am sick of your bullying. I am sick of this shit. I'm gonna take you down. I'm gonna challenge you. You and me. Forget. He's always gonna be the champ. But I got nothing to lose. I got nothing to lose. Yes, this is happening right now.
You think you're gonna challenge me to a match?
I'm freaking challenging you,
Yeah.
and we're gonna
Hey,
get
coward, you got a real hero to face off against
we
now.
are gonna take this on
After that pathetic showing?
I'm going to mop
Mance,
you up.
are you kidding
Mop
me?
you up. I'm gonna mop you up. This is happening. This is happening.
You'll have to mop him up because of Liz pants.
Are you kidding me, Vance?
This is happening.
All
This is
right,
happening.
listen, Mance.
I don't think we need to hear anything from you anymore.
think we're
Yeah,
good. Okay.
champion's prerogative. Get out of here. So, yeah.
Okay.
Well, and-
That was interesting.
That was interesting.
Yep. Okay. Well,
By the way, thank you you do a fantastic job. every
well,
match,
thank you
well
very
done.
much, Jason
Yeah.
Inman. You guys are always a delight to watch.
You're a delight to talk to.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Where are they? I feel
They're
like
still
they're like
going.
down the street at the In-N-Out, and we can still hear them yelling at
Yeah.
each other.
Well,
That's
I'm gonna
Oh,
get
good
movie
Lord.
release dates once and for all. I'm not gonna kick this guy's ass.
Scott.
Hashtag
all right.
fight for life.
Okay. Thank
oh,
you very
Scott,
much.
all you
Scott
have
Mance.
to do is tell him that Toys R Us is closing. He'll be sad.
Yeah.
You'll win.
All right. Well, I mean, so singles division
Yep.
aside, I guess that's a thing that's maybe going to be happening. Jason Inman,
Yes.
you have brought your inner.
It's going down. It's going down.
Oh my God. I love you, Scott. But
Yep.
Get out of here.
You've brought your Inner Geekdom belt
Yes.
with you
This is my
here
first
today.
match I got to wear it.
It's true. It's
Quick,
true.
run-
Looks good
run
on
the
you,
other
man.
side.
Yeah, they
Get on
made
this
the
side.
check. It all makes sense. It's like the fates are aligning, and you're exactly where you're supposed to be. But you are going to have to defend that belt against
Yes.
a newcomer.
Yes, against a newcomer. I'm a little disappointed with that. I want to be facing off Rachel Cushing.
I mean, listen, Rachel
know,
Cushing,
even you,
absolutely.
Emma,
Oh no.
So Mark Andreyko.
Mm.
What is this? Look, take a shower first before you get into somebody's personal space, please.
Yeah, the lion's den's already rubbing off
Yeah.
on him.
Yeah. Have you been to the zoo lately? You smell like weird animals.
Rachel Cushing. I'll just take that from you. Thank you.
No, you don't get to take it. That's champion's prerogative.
Ooh.
I'll vote for you because I'm a nice guy like that.
Nice guy.
But you don't get to take it.
Rachel Cushing didn't earn the opportunity to face you for your championship.
Mm.
I did.
Okay.
I'm 2-0. I have one of the best.
I'm 3-0.
I have one of the best records as a newcomer, and I will continue
No, you're not
that
3-0.
record.
You
by
lost at
taking the
5, man.
Inner Geekdom Championship from you.
Look, Mark, I respect you. You're a good guy most of the days when you're with your mother, not this potty mouth version that I see in front of me right now. But I've seen your matches, and you had some real softballs you let go by, so I'm not really that afraid of you. So, you know.
Just
so,
like I thought.
You know, I'll see you in a couple weeks, and, you know, get your sleep.
You should be afraid.
Yeah, not going to happen. Okay.
Where's the rest of the kitten club,
Yeah,
Donica?
I don't know. I really wish. Whew, my God. He did smell like a lion.
Yeah,
Straight out of the zoo.
I tell you, you get in with Tom Dagnino, and all of a sudden, personal hygiene just goes out
Look,
the window.
Why do you guys put on a blinking sign outside of my interviews say interrupt Jason? Interrupt Jason.
I don't know, man.
Ah.
I feel like I'm a moving target every single time I do an interview. There's
Wow.
just 18 people I didn't expect to be here, but
Yep, that's right.
I did expect you to be here today, playing a great game as
Thank
always,
you.
Jason Inman, and I look forward to you keeping that Inner Geekdom belt when you go up
Oh.
against Mark Donica in the coming days here.
Thank you. It'll happen. Justice is not going anywhere.
Absolutely. And now back to you, Riley and Ellis.
Well, Mark Riley, what was a pretty
I
nice
forgot.
build-up
I'm
match
shocked they
has
didn't bring
turned
up the
into
part where
absolute entropy here with the
Inman
post-game
was not
interview.
invited
So
into
we'll
the
start
Fife
with the
Club.
winners here. World's finest.
I'm
They're
shocked
ready
they
to
didn't
take
bring
on
that
them.
up.
I mean,
Yeah.
they really
Ooh.
believe that they are the world's finest. Who do you think they should play next? Is it going to be the Shire Wolves? Is it going to be top 10? They are hungry for their next opponent.
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. They are hungry, though. They are looking not necessarily past any next or what am I trying to say?
You're trying to say they're not looking past
They're not
anyone.
looking past anyone to the Patriots, but I mean the Shire Wolves, that's a tough one. But Team Top 10, they put themselves on the map beating Team Trek. If they beat one of these highlight teams, that's going to be some interesting conversations in the future.
But the reason why the eggs in our heads that substitute for brains are scrambled is
Yeah.
because
I
Team
can't.
Trek, what an amazing post-game interview that was. We had multiple crashing. So you have Scott Vance is now apparently matching up one-on-one against Ben Bateman, who unwittingly from Team Trek just wedged his way into that post-game interview. Nuttiness. And then Donica having a stare-off with Jason Inman. There's a whole lot of drama going on backstage.
There is some drama. Well, Donica taking on Inman. He's trying to get in his face. Look, we got Donica. He's turned heel. He's part of the Lion's Den. This is what they do. They intimidate, they bully, and it's up to Inman to just defend that belt. But I can't believe that Scott Mance is going to take on Ben Bateman. Sticking up for his partner, and he's going to take on Ben Bateman. That's a match I'm excited about.
It was nice to see Mance and Inman that they're staying together, but then they're going to go off and have their respective singles careers, however that goes on. World's Finest is your winner here today at the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Team Edition. And now I throw it to you, Mark Riley. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Your final words on the match we just saw.
What a great match. Thank you very much for subscribing here at the Schmoedown, and make sure you check out the Patreon page for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. We want to thank all the patrons out there for keeping this alive and going. We are very special to have you.
Just like the Bartles and James guys said in the 1980s, thank you for your support. Thank you to the Schmoedown Rundown. Check them out, as well as the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook fan page. Click to join that right now. For Mark Yodi Riley, I am merely Mark Ellis, encouraging all of you to tell your friends to subscribe and do something else to Collider Video. The robot's breaking, Riley. Take us out.
It's going.
Take us out.
We're going
Take
out,
us out.
and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
I remember these days. #1 contender. Roca, what are you doing? Are you reliving old glory days? Getting motivated to take you on, Snyder. Because I want that belt back around my waist. And I know taking you out is the next step.
Well, clearly, I mean, if you look at this wall, the fact is, I'm the roadblock standing in the way of your of a title pursuit for you. I mean,
yeah, you always have been. Having that tag team match, having that tag team belt, losing to you so many times, I'm sick of it. That respin bullshit you got away with, I'm sick of it. Now, I took care of your boy in front of 300 people, right?
You did. You
took the air right out of him. Had him flubbing on. He was messing up Sly and Arnie.
He had a rough day.
Yeah, when I'm focused, I can't be beat, and you know that.
But I won't be mispronouncing Eliza Dushku or forgetting Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, okay, man? Like, we're going to do this thing one-on-one. I don't need JT's help.
That's right. No celebrities, no JT, one-on-one once and for all. You and me. And this time, Snyder, I ain't going to lose my head. I ain't going to get crazy. I ain't going to get upset. And you know when I'm this focused, I can't be beat.
Oh, my God. The last time you had a belt, dude, I was not even in this league. I was a fan.
Yeah. Well, you're going to be a fan when I finish with you after that match. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah. Enjoy that hat.
What's up, Schmoedown fans? Frank here, and it is time for your Schmoedown breakdown.
And forgive me, Frank, I know we've had some heated debates. Still like ya.
Competitive as it gets. World's Finest didn't trail in this round until the final question, when Trek was able to pull ahead 12-10. Then in the second round, things spun around in favor of World's Finest as they got a huge 2-point steal and outscored Trek 11-7 in the round. The final round proved to be just as tense as the first. Both teams went to the final question, and World's Finest hangs on for the 28-24 victory. Going inside
Football
the
score.
Trek had a really good match, answering nearly 70% on the day. Today's loss makes them 1-4 in their last 5 matches. But it was World's Finest who got the points when it mattered most, despite their accuracy of 67% being slightly lower than Trek's. World's Finest 28 points is tied for 8th most points in Team League history. If you want to find out other stats from around the league, check out SD Rundown Stats on Twitter. And don't forget to check out the Schmoedown Rundown every
I have. That's where we had another kind of heated debate. And no offense, Frank. Sorry. And thank you, Frankie. That's Janish. That was a good match. The new team came out of that shadow, put themselves over on a 14 Trek. Trek needs to reevaluate their strengths of Oscar movies because it's really kind of starting to slip away from them on there. So yeah, I'm expecting to go onto the Facebook page in a little while and expect a reevaluation about the top 10 list of all-time teams, because don't think Trek will probably be on there if we look at this again. But yeah, going to be interesting to see what World's Finest does from here. They're calling out everybody. They want the Patriots. They want above the line. They want everybody that's above them in the rankings. Good luck to that. That's all I'll say about that. So yeah, all the shenanigans that followed with Nance and Bateman, that's going to be a fun match. If they do it, can't wait to see it. But yeah, that's going to do it for this edition of JTH Reacts to the movie Trivia Schmoedown. Like, comment, share, subscribe to their videos. It's the right thing to do. Follow me on Twitter at WWEJTH1. And, of course, if you can, support the Movie Trivia Schmoedown by joining their Patreon page, and also join the official Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook page. But until next time, this is JTH saying thank you for watching. I'll see you at the free-for-all. Until then, I bid you adieu.